Teofimo Lopez believes that within his next 2 fights, he will become a free agent. He's apparently still got 3.5 years left on his top-ranked contract, but he seems to believe that due to the fiasco surrounding the purse bid for his fight against Kambosos, that there's some type of legal recourse there to get out of his contract early. The top rank didn't act in his best interests, and so that gives him all the ammunition he needs. So he said here, I see myself within this fight or my next fight, I'll be a free agent. There's so much proof to get out of this top rank contract, and they gave me the golden ticket. Todd DeBerth gave me the golden ticket by doing so. They already dug a bigger hole than they needed to. Takeover Promotions will be in effect, and it will be Takeover Promotions times a network, God willing. That's what I'm looking forward to. ESPN, PBC, Fox or Showtime, Triller. The list can go on and on. DAZN. There's so many guys, and I know what I bring. I know that I bring all to the platform, excuse me. So, yeah, this is what Teofimo Lopez is saying. Time will tell, but one thing I know about Bob Arum and Top Rank is their contracts are pretty watertight. If you look at the history of the company, fighters who had to sit down and just wait their contract out, like Mikey Garcia will attest to this. Floyd Mayweather, when he wanted to get out of his top rank contract, he had to buy his way out. And that might be the route that Teofimo Lopez has to take as well. He might have to actually stump up the money, however much it is, and buy his way out of the contract. And after what happened with Floyd Mayweather, I have to imagine Bob Arum made sure his contracts were even more ironclad. Because Mayweather left Bob Arum, right, bought his way out of the contract, and I don't think it even cost $1 million at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he bought his way out of that contract, and he went on to become the richest fighter the sport has ever seen. And that, you could tell, was a thorn in Bob Arum's side. He didn't like the fact that Mayweather went to a completely different level after he left him. So he probably doesn't want anybody else to be able to do that. So I'm assuming here, there'll be a higher price to get out of this contract than there was for Mayweather. Obviously, there's inflation and all this kind of stuff, but I just think that Bob Arum probably regrets how easily he let Mayweather go. And with Teofimo Lopez, look, I hope he can get out of his contract because I don't like to see fighters unhappy. I really don't understand why they sign such long deals. 3.5 years left, and he's already been with Bob Arum for what, several years now? I mean, you're talking about, what is it, at least a 5-year contract that he's on, a 6-year contract, and he's only 23? Come on, man. What are you guys signing these crazy long contracts for? Okay, I get it. Teofimo Lopez is only 23 years of age. Maybe he doesn't know Bob Arum's history. Maybe he hasn't studied the other fighters that have been with Bob Arum the way some of us veteran boxing fans have. But surely there's people around Teofimo who would have told him, look, it's not a good idea to sign a crazy long contract. Some of these young kids are just very greedy, and they get these signing bonuses or these advances that allow them, as soon as they sign the contract, to go out and start buying expensive jewelry, nice cars, nice clothes. And that temptation is too much for them to resist. They want to be able to start stunting and fronting on Instagram immediately. They don't want to have to wait until they've won some world championship fights and sold some serious tickets. No, they want to start stunting and fronting immediately. As soon as they sign for a Top Rank or whoever promoter you want to think of. And I think that's where a lot of these youngsters are going wrong, is the love of the money. And it's not even just the love of the money, it's the love of showing off, right? Stunting and all that stuff is making them, is leading them to make bad choices, basically. Choices that they will go on to regret oftentimes. And in this case here with Teofimo Lopez, if he can't get out of this contract easily enough, then he's definitely going to regret signing for such a long deal, right? If he's got 3.5 years left. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Will he end up like Mikey Garcia, shelved for several years? Or, like he says, have Top Rank giving him enough ammunition legally to be able to get out of this within his next 2 fights? Now, he's talking about his own promotional company. And again, I'm very much in favor of that. I like fighters promoting themselves and then doing deals with networks where they can move from one network to the other, from fight to fight, and just do what's best for them. I love that. Canelo Alvarez may be doing that. There's no guarantee that he's going to stick with Eddie Hearn past the next fight, right? He's got a fight against Billy Joe Saunders. Then he can go with a different promoter and a different network if he wants to. I'm very much in favor of that. The fighter retaining the power and the choice. So at the end of the day, if the fans are not happy with the opponents that a fighter is picking, then don't stump up the money to go and watch them fight, or the pay-per-view money, whatever the case may be, the subscription to the zone. Don't stump up the money. Simple as that. Vote with your pockets. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to see the fighters in control. I don't want to see promoters, taking charge of these fighters' careers and working in their best interest more than in the fighters' best interest. No, I want to see the fighters have that kind of power. I want to see the fighters control their own destiny, their own financial destiny. I want to see the proper pecking order established where Eddie Hearn always says it, but how true is it in practice? He always says that I work for the fighter. I want to see that in practice right the way across the board. The promoters literally being employees of the fighter. Not just in theory on paper, but in actual practice. That's what I want to see. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Can Lopez get out of his contract, or will it be a sticky situation that's going to drag on for a while?